happened in this game, guys. Ryung versus Dream. All right, down here at the bottom left, a member of the team Slayers. His name means something like ghost or soul in Korean. He is
Slayers, Ryung.
Up here at the top, member of the team MVP, very strong Terran player. His TBT is really solid as well. He is
MVP Dream.
He's going for a super fast gas, or it's like gas before the depot's finished.
Yeah.
So, obviously going gas first. Ryung going to be doing a pretty standard barracks opener. Gas first builds on this map can be pretty good. There's a lot of places for Banshees to hide if you want to go for Banshee. If you want to go for Hellion, it's a pretty wide open main. So there are a lot of different places where you can find where your opponent just doesn't have something to spot. Interestingly, Dream, as you can see, didn't really build his depot in a place to spot for drops like that, whereas Ryung has already put his depot over there at the top. Like observers listening to what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's just one thing to note for the nubs out there. If you can build your depot. You know, if you build a depot a little bit further away, you lose just a little bit more mining time, but you get that extra vision of your base. It's pretty important. A lot of people don't think about it.
Yeah, especially if drops come into play later on in the game. It's thinking further ahead. That's all they're really doing.
So, we're most likely going to be seeing Banshees. I don't expect to see Blue Flame Hellions on this map. It's possible, but I just find it to be less likely.
Well, Blue Flame Hellions are starting to find their niche in the TBT matchup. Like a lot of players over here have started migrating to the Tank Hellion combination.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tank Hellion Viking combination. So definitely be interesting.
Well, right now, I know it's difficult for me to say this, just like I'm not watching, I don't have production tabs and stuff like that, but Ryung he's getting that faster command, so he's going to be a little bit vulnerable to this attack. For example, if Dream goes for Banshees and the Banshees come in and he doesn't have any defense, he doesn't have that first Viking out, it gets a little bit difficult, but right off the bat we do see a Hellion coming out. There's the factory for Ryung, so that Viking is going to be a little bit later, and even if he goes for Hellions, that one Viking is so important to stop the drop ship, stop it so you can just pick up and drop, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So,
it's just really awkward for us.
Yeah, it's like, it's TBT. I mean, the TBT it's a matchup where neither player can really know what's going to happen, and even the commentators don't know what's going to happen until that add-on gets switched. I mean, it could be anything right now. He's building that tech lab. Like, what does it mean?
I was actually talking about the fact that we don't have any actually control about looking through the game.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, that too. And
Oh.
The Hellion wanted to get a little bit of scouting. He sees a lot of Marines. It's going to be pretty telling that his opponent made kind of a late factory.
Yeah, we do have that Banshee coming out here now, though.
Yeah, so he may or may not get Cloak. If he doesn't get Cloak, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't get Cloak. That actually happens at the end of 2012.
I don't know, Wolf. It might be.
At the end of 2012, if he doesn't get Cloak, man, I don't know what's going to happen then.
Yeah.
So there's the command center going down for Dream. So the situation we have here is that Dream's command center is later. He's going to have to do damage with this Banshee. The Viking is coming out, and that Banshee actually did not come over right away. So the Viking will be out as soon as the Banshee gets there. I have an unfortunate circumstance.
Well, Ryung's just scanned here, and he doesn't realize that there is already a command center on the way. That's one big piece of information he missed, but nice positioning here. He's going to try and come in from both angles. There we go, pulls a lot of his Marines. Did he leave any at the top of the ramp?
I don't think so. And the scary thing about this is the Marines get baited back, and if the Hellions come up, the Marines are no longer in a concave, so the Hellions can sneak in, but it looks like the Hellions are a little bit late. Here they come. Yeah, he didn't quite go up there in time with those. Blue Flame is on the way. Sometimes you see Blue Flame as kind of a reply to a build like this. Control the map, but both these guys getting Blue Flame.
Yeah. Like I was saying, like, it's turning into Hellion tank Viking, and it's just proving to be so much more effective, especially with those Hellions coming in and can kill so many more SCVs. They clean up, they take more hits from siege tanks, they clean up Marines really well. Downside is when you're playing someone who has this composition, you have to be so much more aware of what's going on. And like 2 Hellions in your mineral line, it's just like
Yeah, you have to be so careful. You can't make one mistake. You can't panic and box all your SCVs and run.
Yeah.
Then all of your SCVs will die. You have to split them into different groups, or you have to do the stop trick where you use F1. Only Ghostus do that. That's why I do it, man. So these guys' Blue Flame's actually going to finish around the same time as each other. You can see the little switch there by Ryung, so he's going to be making a ton more Hellions than Dream is right now. And these Hellions over here, just trying to control the map. Both of these guys want to control the center of the map. They want to control the vision. Unlike usual, though, on this particular map, you don't have the Zonag Watchtower in the middle. You used to, but it blows up after 7 minutes, so you no longer have that. And a little Viking battle here. Dream saves his Viking, at least temporarily here. Oh, you can't run!
They get an extra shot off, though. So.
Yeah, that was a smart little move.
You have a Raven on the way as well.
Raven's pretty good for, of course, detecting Cloak. Also, point defense room becomes important if your opponent goes for that very Marauder-heavy mix, which is pretty common if you go for Hellions because they want to get the Marauders out to defend. Now, this drop could actually be pretty devastating, especially because Ryung is out of position.
He's very out of position. Well,
Yeah,
that's a big understatement. It's all coming across. I don't think he has much to defend, though. Lots of Hellions coming out here now for Dream, but where is that drop?
Well, we're going to see that drop pretty soon. There it is. And
whoa, boxing up. What are you doing?
This is not what you want to do with your SCVs.
Oh, my God.
Oh, this is, oh, man.
Keep going. Keep chasing. Oh, he's actually trying to defend himself here as well. At the same time, losing a lot of his own SCVs. They're coming straight in. Get in a line.
Oh, man. It's looking really weird, actually, for both players, but...
Both of them lost so many SCVs right now.
Dream actually getting the much better end of this, though. He's going to be able to hold this eventually. This guy's own Hellion's coming out. Well, does he? They're repairing an auto turret.
We're just trying to deal with these Hellions, but of course he just only has his own Hellions and SCVs. SCVs do not work.
Yeah, the worker count looks about to be 16 to 14.
I think that's what it is,
In favor of Ryung, I believe. It's hard for us to see. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you guys can see better than we can, but if you look at the workers killed there, it's dead even 30 to 29, so I'm sure that's about right, 15 to 18 or so.
Yeah.
And so this auto turret is going to really help out. He's going to clean up some more of these SCVs, and Ryung actually looking like he may have the better end here because he's got a Banshee with his mix. Not only that, but also the Raven.
Yeah. Oh my God!
That is like the last thing you would ever want to do.
Yeah, what is going on there? I don't actually know what's coming out of that starport either. I hope it's a Banshee. Well, not a Banshee, a Viking.
Well, I think it's actually a GG that's coming out of that starport. GG. So Ryung takes game 1 of his up and down sets, and
it's not how I expected it to go.
Yeah, well, that looked a little weird when Ryung had the Hellions just killing everything he had. He had no answer for them.
There's only so much you can do with the production facility.
Yeah, it's funny because it all came down to who decided to do what. When you're harassing your opponent and he's harassing you at the same time, which one do you focus on? Do you try to micro your harass against him, or you try to micro against his harass against you? There's like 4 different possibilities going on of who's going to micro what.
And the Blue Flame just makes it so much worse because you can't really do anything with your SCVs. Sometimes in other situations you pull them and just be like okay. Like, you'll be bad.
And the other thing is if you just leave your Hellions there, you might be okay. They might kill a lot, or they might just attack a tech lab and you're like, oh, I have 4 Blue Flame Hellions just doing absolutely nothing. So it's a pretty big trade-off. You got to micro one or the other. Which one are you going to do? And I think maybe if Dream had actually microed in the attack and kill all the SCVs and sent those Hellions back to help defend himself, rather than just kind of leaving them there and they died eventually, killed a lot of stuff. Maybe it would have gotten the better end of the deal there, but...
Maybe. Well played by both guys anyway.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, so thinking, who are we going to see next, Wolf?
Well,
Are we going to see another TVT?
I don't know exactly who's up next, because the Dom Wizard was over here messing with my stat sheet, man. We'll find out pretty soon. It's going to be Marine King versus Happy, actually. So that should be a pretty good TVT.
Yeah.
Marine King's TVT is unique and different usually, but he's shown us some awesome TVTs in the past. Happy, though, he got here off of some awesome TVTs.
Yeah.
He is a really solid player. He has a very similar style to I Am Yoda. They're on the same team, so it makes sense.
I am doing really well recently.
Yeah, except against us. Oh man, I just couldn't resist. You've seen the Hadouken there at the end. It was actually a Kamehameha. I don't know how to say that. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, but you know
what?
Kamehameha? A Dragon Ball Z thing. I don't know.
How have you not seen?
It wasn't part of my childhood, man. I didn't have cable TV. I watched Arthur and Friends, man.
Alright, so it is going to be a Metalopolis though. Something that's recently been removed from the Blizzard ladder.
Yep.
Controversial topic.
Yeah, very controversial topic actually, but. It's a map we're always going to see, and it's a map that will always remain in these tournaments. Why? Because it's a good map. And Blizzard made it, and props to them. Good job making an awesome map. Gotta say, I mean, they'll probably never be removed from the GSL. I can't imagine that ever happening. It's like removed in 2013. It was this big thing. I remember back after StarCraft had been out for a year, Wolf said Metalopolis will never be gone. They get called out on it.
And then, like, next season, they'll take it out, and you'll be like, what?
We're actually going to take a 2-minute break, guys. When we get back, Marine King versus Happy.